things. It can come from other people, some sexually transmitted, poor life condition, food, smoking, alcohol, kiss, water, animal, and dozens of more things that you can't even probably think about. But does this mean that you'll have no disease if there's no outside influence? Well, in order to answer this question, you'll have to know some of the genetic stuff. First of all, you have to know what gene and allele is. Allele is. It is basically what your parents have passed on to you. It is not a money or object, but a heredity, what makes yourself. Basically, as gene is a total recipe to make a food, allele is a different chapter or stage of it. Gene and allele has lots of similarities with the recipe book. As different recipe book create different food or different taste, gene will create yourself, which helps you to be different from any other people on planet Earth. An allele is a specific factor that will create you different from other people. Like the different step in recipe which will determine certain aspects of food, in the real life, allele will determine your hair color, skin color, existence of dimples, and more. Now, let's get into more deeper fact about allele. In allele, there is dominant allele and recessive allele. Dominant allele or recessive allele is like a relationship between teacher and a student. For example, when teacher commands you to do something, you have to do it. But if you are with your friends, you can do whatever you want to do. In the real life, as an example, this relation can be represented as the color of your eyes. In the real life, brown color of the eyes are dominant over blue. This means when brown and blue are mixed together, the color of eyes will be brown because, like I said, you have to do what teacher is asking you to do. While if you're both blue, that means you get along with your friends and be blue. Now that we know what gene and allele is, let's move on to pedigree. Pedigree basically helps you to trace back your ancestor and find out what gene they have passed on to you. For this case, to answer my question, let's talk about diseases. In the pedigree, we can say mom and dad will give random half part of the allele to their child, which will create a total allele when they combined. To answer my question furthermore, you can think of it this way. Even though your mom and dad are both healthy, they might have one teacher healthy allele and the other student disease allele. That means they're still healthy, but when the two bad student gene is passed on to the next generation, that means their child will gonna get affected. Which in the bigger picture, it means grandparents' disease have passed on to their grandchild. This means that the genetic disease can be passed on by 2 or more generations. So next time, if you want to check whether you'll be healthy, don't just focus on outside influence, but also look at your parents and your ancestors.
When I see your